I mean, if we're thinking about it, isn't a furry just like a fuzzier cat girl? Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be taking a look at some of your characters and then just making them absolutely just exquisite, 10 out of 10. So we're going to be hopefully bringing them. Apologize in advance here. We're probably going to mess some of these up. All right, without further ado, I say we just hop right into it. We're going to be going through them in the order I got them. So we get this guy. I'm kind of liking the design just starting off. It's relatively simple, but like it just works. It's one of those ones, Okay, so got some lore for this one as well. So Ashley Brickton, Ash for short, is a recent high school graduate when she finds a magical earring that gives her the power to change the material of her skin to whatever she touches. But it did change her skin to be gray by default. Her dad did die when she was young, but it was before she could remember him. That's where the jacket comes from, because she wears it because it finally fits her for all those years. She's very kind, loves music, and has very poor eyesight. And it looks like we got hair color, which is like a brown orange, and then earring is a shade of blue. Okay. I'm messing with it. We got some lore. I was like having a little bit of lore to think about like poses and stuff, because I think you match a pose with a personality, it just kind of elevates the whole situation. All right, so what we got next, and we have become a furry. I did not get into a name or like any lore for this one, or I'm blind and I just missed it. Very possible. I'm thinking we might do this one too, just to see how it goes. I've never drawn a furry before, so I think I might just make like a red anime girl, but make her fuzzy. I think that's essentially what it is, but I think we'll try it out. I think the colors work well together, and it's like a more simple design, but it just works well. I just no need to make it too complicated, just got all it needs and doesn't need anything else. We might alter the hair style a little bit to make it fit like a more humanoid, I guess, shape, but we'll have to see when we actually get sketching, Who knows? Maybe I'll become a furry. Ooh. So this one's name is Thirsty Blood. I had a few other pictures, but I think this one was like most like striking, so I chose it. I'm liking the design. I'm kind of wondering how it would work if it became an anime girl, like how well that would work together. I don't know if I'm gonna do that with all of them or anything like that, but it's got a pretty cool aesthetic going on. I mean, black and red's a solid choice, and I believe it's a vampire or some variant of that, so works pretty well together, honestly. Yeah, and it would have a cool potential for like some more action-y scenes, I think. Because if you have like the red streaky like effects and stuff, I think that can look pretty cool. And then I don't think I got a name for this guy either, but I do like having the full character sheet. That's always nice. So I know I'm like not, because I don't want to be like, let me alter this design real quick. Gotta respect the original creator. And then you have all the colors to choose from too, which is nice. I'm liking it again. Similar vein to the last one, the Thirsty Blood. Like similar aesthetic, I guess. Like you got the black and red. Obviously Catboy, so it's different. I'm liking the clothing, how it's getting it's kind of like ramping up in detail. Because this one's got some cool details and little stuff going on. I think if you had like more complicated lighting, it'd look pretty cool. And then we got Sierra. Did have a name. I don't think much lore, because I think it's a pretty new OC. But I'm really liking like the fluffier clothing. I like frills a lot. I can't draw them to save my life, but I think they look cool. So, and I like the design on the boots and stuff like that. And then having the drill hair, you have to add it in. So we're probably going to be doing this one as well. So I think we're going to be doing Ash, the furry, and then this one. I think they're going to be the three that we're going to be drawing. So I say let's hop into the first sketch. One of the things I like to think of when I'm making poses for characters is trying to incorporate the personality into it. Because it's one of the more subtle things that you'll see, but it really makes the whole drawing look more like alive. I'm not necessarily the best at it, but it's just something I like to keep in mind. I don't really know, I haven't really thought of like a way to like actually practice it besides just drawing more, so it's what I'm doing. And obviously, since there was thigh highs, you gotta draw full body, gotta get the culture in there. Okay, and one thing with thigh highs is like, you gotta think of the thigh as like a cylinder, right? And you can make them look really wrong if you have this at the wrong angle. Because even if you're looking at it straight on, it would be either down or up. It wouldn't be just straight, because the leg's not a straight line, it's a cylinder, so it goes around. So you got to think what angle. And this one, it's kind of a tricky pose. I don't know why I keep on doing this to myself, but basically we're going to be looking down, so they'd be like this. The thighs, it would be down. The half circle would be, because if we go up, the whole thing fell apart, it looks horrible now. See? So you kind of got to think about the situation that you're in. And you can even take a picture of yourself in the same, like a similar pose, and get it figured out, but sometimes the pose is a little too goofy for you to try that. So, and this is one area where I used to, like, if this was me from a year ago, I'd be spending 20 hours on the shoe right here. It's just like, I'm running into a skill issue is kind of the problem. So I'm like, okay, do I spend 40 hours on trying to get the shoe perfect, or I get it about as good as it can happen? Because really, after the first few tries, you'll see what you can do, and you just kind of got to work with that. Still, obviously, make it like an acceptable level. But I'm not going to be spending more than like 10 minutes on it, you know? There we go. That's so simple. I'm not going to go full rendering on these. I'm going to keep it pretty simple, as like with the last few. But we'll still have like enough to have something fun go on, you know? All right, here's Ash. Pretty solid, honestly. This one took a little longer than I thought it would. It's about 35-ish, 40 minutes. A lot of that was me choosing a pose that was a little trickier than it needed to be. But I had some pretty fun. I had some fun. I think it ended up pretty good. I say let's get started on the next one. Time to become a furry. I've not drawn any furries before. So my game plan is going to be to just make a cat girl and make it fuzzy. I think that should work out, but we will have to see. Well. Looks like we got a furry. No, I'm actually kind of messing with it. I've literally never drawn a furry in my life, I swear. I did give them a more, like a hairstyle, because the reference didn't really have one, and it was not working out too well without it. So we did a little alteration, but I'm still trying to respect the original creators and all that. I'm actually kind of messing with the design just in general. I think it's like a pretty cool situation. I also just like the fluffy hair. I don't know what the actual name for that is, but if you see a lot of my drawings, you've kind of noticed that I default to a certain few different hairstyles. So, okay, I kind of mess with this actually. To be honest, I was not expecting much from my skills because I'm not one of the furry kind, but it is working out. So, and I'm thinking just a decently strong light from the top would probably be fine. I kind of choose the light situation a lot based on the color. Like, not the color, the styles that's going on. Like, what you think would look most interesting. You gotta think about, like, how it would frame the face and all of that. And I think this kind of hair looks really good if you have a strong, like, downward light. And if we think about it, like, this whole area underneath the head won't have much light because you got a giant anime head on top of it, you know? So you gotta, like, I wouldn't go super dark with the shading, but just make it there. But it also frames, like, the collarbone and stuff pretty well, too. All right. Here's the finished one. I'm kind of messing with it, honestly. It did turn out quite a bit better than I thought. I still think there's a little bit of a skill issue with me just not drawing like furries or that type of character that much. So some of the lighting and stuff is a little wonky. But I'd say overall it works. You know, nothing apparent. Like it's not making me vomit when I look at it. So that's a solid. I say we do one more. I'm thinking we should do this one right here. I've got two ideas that I want to do. I think I'm only going to do one of them. For the pose, I'm kind of thinking more fancy, like aristocratic, more posh. I don't know the words. All right, this is the sketch we're looking at. This one gave me a little bit more trouble than I thought, just because there's a lot more going on as a whole situation. The character designs have got a lot more stuff going on, but I'm not against that every now and then. I tried to choose like a princessy pose just because I feel like that would fit the character design. So, and this character actually has some pretty curly hair, which is always nice to see. I don't know if people just do straight hair, so I like the variation. And the boots kind of look like a gold color, so we're gonna be rolling with that. And they have like a cool little flower pattern on the sides here, so I don't really know how to explain it, but I mean, you can just look at this reference and we're good. Now, I'm not going to go like crazy actual detail here, but if you just hit them, scribble in the shape of flowers, you'll have something cool happen. This is again one of those times where if you could draw out every flower if you want, but it would look really busy and you'd also be doing this drawing for 40 hours, so. All right, I think it's looking okay. A little rough, but I think we can work with that in the highlights and make it look more a little more cohesive then. Also, we have acquired a name for this character. It is Sierra. So there we go. I just can't read. It was there the whole time. All right, here's our three. We got Ash. I did make her legs a little bit longer because I made her like way too short in the first one. But we got Ash, fuzzy cat girl. And then we got Sierra here. I think we got a pretty good variation of character designs and stuff. A lot bigger than I thought, if I was going to be honest. Because I was thinking like, oh, the TikTok challengers are giving me a lot of variation. And then these guys roll up, give me like completely different stuff, which is awesome. I'll have ways to follow like the original creators of the OCs in the description. As well as you can see all my full resolution stuff. It'll be a Twitter link. So there you go. And if you want me to draw some of your OCs, send them on over. You can do email, DMs, pretty much whatever. I think they're all open. So y'all are good there. Just give me as much lore as possible and like names and all of that. I think that's all I got for you guys this week. So see ya.